Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've got a quick video here for you today on the Cadillac XT5. So this video is going to be less about me showing you how to fix the problem and more about me telling you how I had the problem fixed. And yes, that's kind of a departure of what I normally do on this channel. But from what I found, this is kind of a widespread issue, and I think it could really help somebody pinpoint what's going on and help solve some headaches with the dealerships. So in my experience, if you are taking in more advanced vehicles like the XT5 to the GM dealership, if it's something that is an intermittent problem or something, electrical, something that's not real common, something besides brakes or an oil change or something like that. In order for them to get it right the first time, you have much better odds of not returning for a second or third or 17th trip if you almost know more than they do going into it. In other words, if you've done your homework and you can kind of lead them in the right direction, and that's what this video is going to be about. So the issue that I was having was with the start-stop feature of the XT5. What would happen, and it was very intermittent, is that when I would stop the vehicle at a red light, the vehicle would shut off like it's supposed to. But then when I would let off the brakes to start back up, the vehicle would start up. But I would either get a Service Stabilitrak or Service Brake Assist error on the display. The Service Stabilitrak was much more common. I would get that 10 times more than the Service Brake Assist, but it was totally random, a very intermittent problem, very hard to duplicate. It really seemed, though, that in my mind that it was a battery related issue. Because if I was on longer trips and had been running on the interstates for a while, it was a lot less likely to happen if I'd been out driving all day than if it had been sitting or if I'd been taking shorter trips. So the XT5 has quite a battery. It's a lot larger than your average car battery, and a lot of that's going to be due to the extra oomph it needs to start the vehicle up at every red light. So the battery is very crucial on this vehicle and needs to be in tip-top shape. So with this issue, a lot of people have had the experience of taking it in for the first time and the dealership wanting to do a software update, and from everything that I've seen, that doesn't solve the problem. All of those people needed to return and ended up needing a new battery. And so that's the short answer here. If your vehicle is out of warranty, I would just go ahead and gamble, especially if your vehicle's 3 or 4 years old like mine was, and just go ahead and get a new battery and make sure you get the proper battery. It needs to be an AGM battery. I would go so far as to buy the part number that GM originally put in the vehicle, or something that's at least as good. So don't skimp on your battery. So that's the short answer with this video. If it's out of warranty and you're trying to solve these errors yourself, just go ahead and replace the battery. In fact, I've seen reports of some other miscellaneous messages popping up from time to time on this vehicle that was because the battery was getting weak. So if it is under warranty and you're preparing to take it into the dealership, I would highly recommend that you go in there and say, look, this is what I think is the problem. And if you're still under your bumper-to-bumper warranty, they should cover the battery replacement under warranty. Now, what I'm going to show you here is the service order from where they did my repairs. And I think this is interesting because, on the surface, the battery seemed good, but they had to run a pretty extensive test to finally determine that it was not. So you can see here that they test drove the vehicle, and of course they were not able to verify the concern. That just seems to be my luck with these kinds of intermittent issues, is they can never they can never duplicate it. So, part of the thing there is it takes me about 30 minutes to get to the dealership. So that might have been a part of the problem, is the vehicle driven for a while, and it's a lot less likely to do this when it had been driven for a while. So drove vehicle for 20 minutes, didn't see the concern. They checked the codes and found multiple low voltage codes in the system. They checked for bulletins or information. There was a bulletin that suggested running a test on the battery and battery voltage systems. Tested battery, test ran for 53 minutes and verified the battery was bad and needed replacement. So they had to run some sort of a test for 53 minutes before they got a failure code on the battery. So, the reason I'm putting this information up here on my particular repair is, maybe you can point the dealer at what my dealer had to do to find the issue. I'll give them credit where credit's due. They resolved the problem. They fixed it at no charge, and I really had no complaints with this particular repair with the dealer. But I've just seen a lot of other people with this problem. They kind of have to go back and forth, and I've been there too. So anyway, that about does it for this quick video. I know it was a little unconventional, but hopefully this assists somebody in working through these particular errors that you may be getting on the screen. And like I said, I would, if you're out of warranty and you're getting these errors, I would almost certainly say that it's probably a safe gamble to go ahead and replace the battery. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. If this was helpful, I hope you will give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Check out our channel here. We've got a lot of videos on this XT5, and as well as the second generation Cadillac SRX and the second generation Cadillac CTS. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.